Hey y'all, I'm in the kitchen today and I'm going to be making some quick pickles reusing old pickle juice left over from Tommy's Pickles. This is the absolute quickest way to make pickles in my opinion. Making pickles is not difficult. That's not what this video is about. You'll have someone say, well, why would you do that when you can just quickly make some brine? Because we're not wasting this pickle juice. Some people are big on not wasting things, and I'm one of them. And so why not reuse this pickle juice? It's also a flavor that Tommy really likes, so I don't have to worry, is he not going to like it? Because he really likes the flavor that this gives pickles. So if you've ever tried to make pickles and you didn't like it because it didn't taste like the pickles that you buy at the store, well, this solves that issue. You finish a jar of pickles, you reuse the pickle juice. I only reuse the pickle juice once. I know some people have said they reuse pickle juice more than once, but I only get one use out of a pickle jar and then have to buy a new one if I want to do that or make my own. So let's assume in this case that I don't grow my own cucumbers, or I had a bad harvest, or whatever. I just want to show you that you don't have to garden to make pickles. So these are slicing cucumbers, but you can use them to make pickles. So the first thing you want to do, and I bought a bunch of these, is you want to wash them real good. They do have that waxy junk on there, but so you want to wash these real good with a vegetable brush, and I'm going to get that done. And then we'll move on from there. In the meantime, I am sanitizing my jars, lids, and rings in hot boiling water. I know that some people don't believe in that anymore, but I do. So everything clean. We've got dogs, we've got cats, we have all kinds of animals and bugs and rodents around here. I'm not taking a chance. Everything gets boiled. So anyway, I'm going to get these cucumbers washed real quick. Alright, so now that I have washed the cucumbers, I'm going to start slicing them. And I cut both ends off. And as I slice them, I'm just going to keep them cold on some ice. If you don't have ice where you're at, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and slice those cucumbers. In the meantime, I have taken my jars out of the pot and I'm letting them cool off. Now I am doing 2 jars of sliced and 1 of spears if I can. I might have messed that up because I don't have any more wide mouth lids and I'm not going out to get any, so I was only planning on doing 3 jars of this, and that's about all the brine I have left from those pickles. Alrighty, so let's switch gears here. So now I've put all of my pickle juice in a pot. You can strain it better than I did if you want. In fact, let me strain it so nobody says anything. Get a few more seeds out of there, which doesn't really hurt anything, but we're going to do it just so people don't complain. Put it back in the pot. And we're going to bring this to a boil on the stove. In the meantime, I am going to start putting my cucumbers in the jars. Just fill them all the way to the top. That's what I thought. I cut too many cucumbers and I don't have enough jars or brine. So I'm just gonna put them all 3, do all 3 sliced cucumbers today. Sorry, Tommy. These are going to shrink down when that hot brine hits them, so I go right to the top. There you go. That was 2 slicing cucumbers, and I got 2 pieces left over. Let's see if I can. I'm not really trying to juice these cucumbers, so we'll just eat these. Now I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of some kosher salt to each jar. You can add other things if you want. You can add more dill to make it prettier, whatever you want to add. We are keeping this as simple as possible today, so I just added salt. And I'm now waiting on my brine to boil. As soon as it does, we will pour it in our jars. And still waiting for that brine to boil. You want it to be a rolling boil. And now that it is boiling, we're going to turn it off. And then we're going to get it poured over here into our jars. Alrighty. Poured in there. My funnel is for the regular mouth jars, which doesn't really make a, I mean, I guess I could try. Nope, see, I just make a big mess. It's better if I just pour it from here. Yep, all I had was enough for 3 jars anyway. So I'm glad I made that decision. Now we're going to wipe the rims of the jar. Doesn't matter if you use water or vinegar, that's your choice. Put the lid on, and then the ring. Looks like I got a cucumber on the lid. Not wipe that one. I didn't wipe that one either, but it's just vinegar, so at this point I don't really care. Okay, so there we go. Now this next part is the part where we all just have to agree to disagree on what the best method is. You can open kettle them. At that point, some people flip the jar upside down. Some people just take a towel and put it over these in their jars, just like I just showed you, just like they, without doing anything else. And some people will put them in a hot water bath for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the person. The longer you cook these pickles, the mushier they will be. So just keep that in mind if you read an article read a recipe or see someone, you know, make pickles that wants you to do a 30-minute water bath or something. Those things aren't gonna, they're not gonna be very crisp. But anyway, and then the third option is to let these cool off on the counter. When they are cool to the touch, then you can put them in the fridge and you have refrigerator pickles. So the method you use is up to you. I'm not going to tell you which one you should use. In this case, I am just going to open kettle them. These won't be sitting on the shelf very long, and I'm just going to put a towel over them and make sure that they seal. If they do not seal, I will water bath them for about 5 minutes. But my pickles are never mushy. So again, it's your option. You decide. I just wanted to show you how to make some very simple pickles if you're new to canning, or, you know, you just, for whatever reason, So I'm going to get my towel, cover my pickles, and leave them sitting here. And by the time Tommy gets home, I will have some new pickles for him. So that's how you make quick pickles, reusing pickle juice from your favorite pickle. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video is helpful in some ways. If you have any questions, let me know below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.